Imagine a battlefield thick with a fog of war. The date is September 12, 1980. American soldiers of the 77th Division are locked in a brutal struggle, fighting inch by inch through the Argonne Forest in France. Their objective is a strategic position known as the Roche de la Bière, or the Virgin's Rock. A key ridge that could turn the tide of the entire Musargo offensive. For days, the fighting has been relentless. The German forces are deeply entrenched, their machine guns spitting fire from fortified positions. The American advance stalls. Wave after wave of brave soldiers are thrown against the ridge, only to be cut down. The casualties are staggering. The ground is littered with the fallen, and the morale of the survivors is plummeting. The ridge seems unconquerable. Commanders are desperate. The entire offensive is at risk of grinding to a halt. It felt like the ridge, and perhaps the hope of a swift victory, was lost. But amidst the chaos and despair, a figure emerged. Not a general, not a seasoned officer, but a young woman from New York named Anne Guerin. Anne wasn't a soldier. She was a volunteer with the YMCA, part of a group of women who bravely served coffee and donuts to the troops on the front lines, often under fire. They were known as the Donut Girls, a comforting presence in the hellscape of war. Seeing the deadlock and the heavy losses, Anne knew she had to do something. She had grown up speaking fluent French, a skill that was about to become more valuable than any weapon. She noticed something the American command had missed. Small, almost hidden paths winding up the sides of the ridge, known only to the local French villagers who had lived there for generations. With shells exploding around her, and left the relative safety of her canteen, she made her way to the nearby village of Grand Pré. Seeking out the elderly residents who hadn't fled, she used her flawless French and her earnest, compassionate nature to earn their trust. They were wary, scared, but they saw the determination in her eyes. They told her about the ancient shepherdess trails and forgotten logging paths that bypassed the German machine gun nests, armed with this critical intelligence and send a message. She personally guided a French officer who was attached to the American forces along these secret routes. Together, they mapped out a new line of attack. The information was relayed to the American command, and a new plan was quickly formed. Instead of a frontal assault, small, elite units would use the paths Anne had discovered to flank the German positions. The attack was launched at dawn. Under the cover of morning mist, the American soldiers, guided by the new maps, scaled the ridge through the hidden trails. They emerged behind the German lines, taking the defenders completely by surprise. The heavily fortified machine nests that had held off an entire division for days were neutralized from the rear. The battle for the ridge was over in a matter of hours. The vital position was secured, paving the way for the wider American advance. Anne Guerin's incredible bravery and quick thinking saved countless lives and helped break a critical stalemate. She wasn't an official soldier, but her courage was second to none. For her action. She was later awarded the Croix de Guerre by the French government and the Distinguished Service Cross by the United States. One of the few women to receive the nation's second East Award for valor. Her story is a powerful reminder that heroism isn't defined by a uniform, but by the courage to step forward when all seems lost. Thank you for watching. If you found this story as inspiring as I did, please give this video a like and subscribe for more incredible stories from history. See you next time.